For all intents and purposes, most people tend to think that Speed Duels is a dead format, and honestly, I can't blame them. For the most part, Konami's never really shown all that much love to Speed Duels, and it kinda just neglected it for a very long time. However, I want you to go ahead and change that. I want you to go ahead and present a brand new way to enjoy Speed Duels by presenting the brand new Speed Duels Progression Series. Taking inspiration from SEMO's iconic Progression Series, every week, me and my good friend Big Bear 2000 will open up 36 packs of my very own custom-made Speed Duel packs to try and power up our decks. At the end of each episode, me and him will have a best of 3 match to decide the winner of each episode. I hope you're excited because this is the Speed Duels Progression Series. What's up guys, it's Topsy and welcome to the final episode of the Speed Duel Progression Series. And man, it's a bit bittersweet to say that, just because I'm so happy that me and Bear managed to make it all the way to this episode of the series. It's been incredibly fun, but also it kind of sucks that this is the final episode of the series. And I do hope that everyone that's been enjoying the series from the beginning has enjoyed their journey with us. With all that being said, let's go and talk about today's episode. So last episode, we ended up coming out victorious against Bear in a really tough matchup. And it was a hell of an episode, so if you haven't seen it yet, I definitely recommend checking it out before checking out this one. So in today's episode, we're actually going to be going into the latter half of the Battle City final set. And this time around, we're going to be getting a lot of characters like Bakura, Merrick, Ishizu, and Odeon. So there's going to be a bit of interesting stuff that we're going to be able to get access to. But something interesting I wanted to go and bring up is that in my last episode, someone brought up the idea of both me and Bear pretty much facing off against God versus God. And I went ahead and pitched the idea to him, so we'll see if he ends up going along with the idea. And with Ra being one of the cards that is going to be supported in this set, then I potentially see myself doing something with that if possible. But with that being said, let's hop on over to yugioh Pro to take a look at today's set. Okay, so here we have Dangers of Battle City. And yeah, as I mentioned, we're going to be getting quite a bit of support in this set, and it'll be interesting to see how me and Bear go about it. Okay, so starting off in the Secret Verse section, we have two really powerful cards, especially when you take into consideration modern day TCG, with both Maxi and Mudora. Two incredibly powerful cards, and for a reason, Maxi being banned and Mudora being at 1 in the TCG. Even in Speed Duels, Maxi isn't as good just because the format isn't as fast to make use of a card like this. But Mudora in particular, it's a pretty damn good card in Speed Duels, being used in quite a few strategies that are very reliant on sending stuff to the graveyard. Moving on to the Ultra Rare section, there's a lot of good stuff here as well. A card that comes to mind is Malevolent Catastrophe, being a really gnarly form of backward removal, pretty much heavy storming the backward whenever Bear declares an attack, so it's kind of a crazy one. We have Dragged Down into the Grave as a form of drawing power, which is kind of interesting. In the same line, we have Mirage of Nightmare being another card that works with drawing power. Moving on, we have some other incredible cards such as Premature Burial, really good form of reviving monsters. We have Sphere Mode, a board clearer, and kind of a crazy card, especially when you take into consideration what are these skills printed in this set. We have Mobius, a really good Monarch monster. We have Sangan, the lesser form of Witch, Tribe Infecting Virus, Injection Fairy Lily, and the one card that in particular that catches my eye a lot is Cataclysm Crusted Calcifida. And this card is really good, and in particular, I really like it in the Ishizu deck. So if possible, I would like to build something Ishizu related, maybe throwing in like a Ra engine to see if we can make it work. But again, a lot of really good stuff here. We then move on to the Super Rare section, and again, there's so much stuff to talk about. We have Spy. Spy is incredible, especially for the Gravekeeper strategy, but just alone, it's such a good recruiter for the deck. We have the boss monster of the Pac-Man strategy with Guardian Sphinx. Fiendish Rider Warrior, great for like milling strategies. Tomato, an incredible recruiter. Angel in the same light. Snipe Hunter, oh my god, Snipe Hunter is so good, especially when you pair it up with You See Me Rolling skill, so good. Again, there's just so much incredible stuff going on here that I can't even go over all of it at the same time. Onto the rare section, we start getting into some more interesting cards. Cards that come to mind here are like Spirit Reaper. This is an interesting card. I can definitely see Bear potentially trying to use this just because I know Bear. We have Gravekeeper's Guard, really good reprint here. But yeah, and one of the cards that I wanted to go and bring up here is Winged Dragon of Ra, Immortal Phoenix. Again, I'm going to be keeping my eye out for like the Sphere Mode, the the Immortal Phoenix, and also original form of Ra to see if I can do something with that for today's episode. Moving on to the commons, we have a lot of incredible reprints here as well. Cards that come to mind immediately are Reactor Slime. Again, really good card, especially when you want to get a god card tribute based strategy. Really good for getting multiple tribute fodder for those cards. So a card definitely we want to keep an eye out for. It's a common, so I'll complete my playset easily by the end of today's episode, I feel. Other cards that are in here that are notable are the likes of Tribute of the Doom, really good form of monster removal. We have Nightmare Wheel, a card that's evaded us for a while, but it is unlimited, which is kind of scary. We have the Millennium Revelation, another really good card for Ra. Waboku is a way to protect our monsters, so we get more chances to pick up this card. Again, a lot of really nice stuff, a lot of stuff that could be potentially used in today's episode. But yeah, really excited for it. If possible, I would like to see if I can roll up with Ra, but if not, I'll take a look at what we have with Slifer and Obelisk and see what I can do there. But with that being said, let's get into the pack opening.
Alright guys, welcome to another episode of Duels Progression Series, and we are on, hold up, let me get it, Dangers of Battle City. And we did okay last episode. Maybe some deck changes, maybe bad matchup, whatever you want to say, but I think his deck's pretty good. Dude, that double pop is crazy with that one deck. It's actually not bad. I think if we had Amazon's Call and maybe some graveyard, like we're able to get some stuff back from the graveyard, maybe we could do something. But honestly, maybe it was probably a better idea to play Battle City Besties, but I'm not a meta slave like that little vegetable. Anyways though, we got some new skills here, PogChamp, new skills here, PogChamp. And we're gonna start off with Noah's Ark. I don't know why they're getting religious on me over here. Once per duel, you can add one Shinado, King of the Higher Plane, or Shinado's Ark from your deck to your hand. Then place one card from your hand on the bottom of the deck. I have no idea what those cards are. I'm not gonna lie to you. They might be good. I'm not too sure. That's the once per duel effect, and now for the once per turns. If you control level 5 or higher spirit monster, I like that, you can add one spirit monster from your graveyard to your hand. Not bad. That's not bad. Guardian Sphinx is like one that comes to mind as like a spirit monster. That's not like horrible. You can also summon a spirit monster with the same original name as the monster that was normal summoned during your previous turn, in addition to your normal summon this turn. They worded that. I probably worded it properly. It just sounds silly. They see me rolling, they hatin', because I'm white and nerdy. Once per duel, you can add one card with an effect that requires a die roll from your deck to your hand. Then place one card from your hand on the bottom of the deck. Apply the following skill. So a mulligan to get out your searcher. Not really a mulligan. To get your searcher, you just put a card back on the bottom, and you're probably gonna do your worst card anyway. So that one's fine. That's a good effect. Once per turn, when you roll a dice for a card effect, you may re-roll. Is it really like that hard to just be like, yeah, just give them what they want on the die roll? Is it really that hard? I doubt we're gonna like break the game with it. There might be a card that's like draw 8 cards if you land a 6 or something stupid, but who knows. Flip all monsters you control face down and shuffle them in your main monster zone. Then you can change the battle position of one monster you control. So flip control type strategy. Oh, that's cool. It's like a magical hats kind of. Once per duel, you can discard one card, add one spell trap that mentions Necro Valley from your graveyard to your hand. Apply the following skill. Your graveyard is unaffected by Necro Valley. One-sided floodgate. You love to see it. Malevolence of the Millennium Ring. Once per turn, if you control a fiend monster, you can activate one of these skills, but you can only use each of these skills once per duel. Send one fiend monster from your deck to the graveyard, then lose life points equal to its original level, times 200. So you can send a fiend to the graveyard, and then when it is discard a fiend, lose life points equal to its original level, and then draw a card. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. This would be good with that twisted personalities skill, but this is the skill that would be replacing it. Pulling the strings. There are no strings on me. Once per turn, you can give control of one face-up monster you control to your opponent, and if you do, it cannot be tributed. Wow. I mean, what is this? What is that one deck called? Mimigul. This is like the Mimigul skill. Once per duel during your opponent's end phase, you can destroy a monster your opponent controls that you own. And if you do inflict 500 damage to your opponent, also for the rest of the duel, you take no damage from cards you own. So you can like clog their zones, give them cards with bad effects, and play a bunch of stall cards. This is kind of funny. I might want to try something like that. It's kind of funny. It's like Ojama Kinging them pretty much. Like if we add like specific removal, Royal Temple of the Kings is unaffected by your opponent's card effects. Mystical Beast of Circuit cannot be destroyed by its own effect. Once per turn, you can pay 500 life points this turn. You can activate a continuous trap card with an effect that special summons itself as a monster the turn it was set. Crazy. Not actually that bad for like tribute decks, maybe. During your draw phase, instead of conducting your normal draw, you may look at the top 2 cards of your deck and add 1 to your hand. Then send the other cards to the graveyard. If you do skip your next battle phase, apply the following skills. Only you need 15 or more cards in your graveyard to activate Exchange of the Spirit. If you have 15 or more cards in your graveyard, you can banish one Exchange of the Spirit from your graveyard to activate its effect. Okay, it's cute. While Dark Necrosphere is face up on your field, Destiny Board and Spirit Message cards you control are unaffected by your opponent's card effects. If the Spirit Message would be placed on your field with Destiny Board, you can still summon it as a normal monster instead. It cannot be targeted for attacks, but does not prevent your opponent from attacking you directly. Once per turn, you can reveal one Spirit Message card in your hand and place it on the bottom of the deck, then draw 1 card. This is a weird one because obviously if you're doing Destiny Board or whatever, you usually are trying to spell the words final, but if you have 3 letters, where you're gonna put, I'm trying to think of something funny. I can't think of something funny, but it would be funny if they just, instead of making it final, you just have to spell the words Fin, F-I-N, which is like a cute way of saying the end. Okay, Advent of Ra. When you tribute summon the Winged Dragon of Ra, its original attack and defense become the combined original attack and defense of the monster's tribute for its summon. Once per turn during your main phase, you can activate one of these skills. Reveal one Winged Dragon of Ra monster in your hand, place it on the bottom of the deck, then draw a card. And then once per duel, you can discard 1 card, then add 1 Winged Dragon of Ra monster from your deck to your hand. Okay, that is all the skills. Now we are gonna get busting in some packs here. Let's open up 36 Smackaroni. Pre-mat would be cool because we have the Iron Blacksmith at 3 copies. I know Topsy does 2 now, but it wasn't always that way. I had 3 of the super rares of that. 36 macaronis. We're going in. MST, that's a nice one to see. Unfortunately, we have it limited to 1. Zoma being unlimited, I convinced him to unlimit Zoma. Now we could maybe finally get like a good burn strat going. That was one of the worst episodes whenever I try to show up with one unprepared. Maybe we can get something going with it now. We do have the Gravekeeper's Oracle, which is pretty solid. We have a solid Gravekeeper's lineup. Fiendish Rhino Warrior is actually pretty good as well. Reflect Bounder is really cool. Agido! I love Agido. There's the Exchange of Spirit for that 1 skill we were talking about previously. There's our 3rd Zoma. We finally have a Metal Reflect Slime. Nightmare Wheels in here. I feel like Topsy's probably gonna know what we're gonna maybe be doing. I don't know. There's a couple things we can do.
All right then, guys, let's go in 36 packs into Dangers of Battle City. Let's see. I would hope, at least I hope, that we can pull something for the raw strategy today. And speaking of, there is a reactor slime. I don't remember how many copies of this I have in my collection, but with it being a rare, I am hoping we get a playset. So let's see. There's a Kelbeck here, which is kind of cool, especially if we pull heavy into Earth Fairies. That'd be kind of a neat one, being able to do like an Ishizu raw deck or maybe Ishizu Obelisk. Maybe, we'll see, but okay, not a bad start so far. Oh, that's another good one to mention right here. Metal Reflect Slime, we just pulled one of these. I believe we have one already in our collection. So with 2, that's really good, especially when you pair it up with Reactor Slime. So kind of a good monster, especially for like a tribute heavy based strategy. So happy to see that. Oh, okay, so that's our first copy of Lava Golem. Kind of an interesting one to pull here, just because if we pair it up with Merrick's like pulling the string skills, I think that's what it's called. It's kind of a crazy card to have access to, just because you can't burn yourself afterwards. We'll see. Also of note is we have a copy of Mudora here. I believe Kelbeck and Mudora are probably the best Earth Fairy monsters that aren't like the improved version of Mudora, so happy to see that there. There's another Reactor Slime. Is that our playset now? It is our playset now, so that's very good. Unending Nightmare is kind of a cool card to have, especially for back row heavy decks. However, it is a hefty cost at 1,000 life points per pop. Maybe we'll see what we can do with that.
Gravekeeper's Guard. That's solid. I think we had one of those. We have some of the slime stuff in here. Nidori is actually a pretty okay card as well. Invader of Darkness. Coconut, activate quick plays. Shut the hell up. Azure Priest, really solid card. You guys don't have any chaos cards in this format. There's a reason for that. First Wabaku, I'm pretty sure maybe there is more, but it's the first one I've seen. There's our Dark Necrofear, so that's cool. Offerings to the Doomed is actually really good as well. Gravekeeper Recruiter is actually pretty good as well.
Oh wow, okay, really good pack here. We have a Fiendish Rhino Warrior, really good card, especially for like the Dark Necrofear deck. That's a really nice one. But not to mention, there's a Gravekeeper's Recruiter here, so if you wanted to play something Gravekeeper adjacent, that'd be a nice one to have access to. Oh wow, there's a Snipe Hunter here, and this card is so good with You See Me Rolling. I remember when we first saw that skill, I was really high on it and speaking about with Snipe Hunter, so I'm glad to see that that came to fruition, that being like a really decent deck to get access to. So happy to see that. I don't think we're going to be using it just because we're not playing it with You See Me Rolling. We'll see though, but really happy to see that. Oh my god, we have the Cataclysm here and a Commandant. Holy shit. Okay, these two cards are really good for the Earth Fairy deck, especially if you do like a blended version of Gravekeeper Earth Fairy. I can see myself cooking with like Ishizu something. But Cataclysm, that's kind of a crazy pull there.
Swarm of Centipedes. That might be good for like the Pac-Man stuff. If we're running or if we're rocking that. Another Reflect Bounder. Gravekeeper's Descendant. I hope we get some lava golems. That's what I want. I want some lava golem. There's a Spirit Reaper though, so that's good for stalling out.
Huh. Shining Angel. That's a recruiter that I would have liked to have picked up. I'd much rather have had a tomato instead. But I mean, they're all Earth. Never mind. It's whatever. That's an interesting one. So we just got a copy of Holding Arms. Not that just that, but we also got an Asura Priest. Holding Arms is a pretty annoying stall card, but you have to play it carefully in order to make the most use of it. And Asura Priest is kind of a really cool spirit monster, but again, you have to pair him up correctly in order to get the most out of him. But happy to see those two cards, I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, okay, there's Sangan. Hey there, little buddy. So, wow. Okay, if we get a copy of Tomato, that'd be crazy to pair up with like Sangan and Witch. I'm glad that we have the two like good recruiters.
About halfway in though. There's a Winged Dragon of Ra, Immortal Phoenix, something like that. A lot of Oracle, a lot of Gravekeeper Oracle. They really want me to, they're saying play Gravekeeper. Like and share. Another Saku, that's cool. That's a playset. I think it's at 3, so that's like our third. We can run 3 of those, which is pretty okay. We're getting a lot of repeats. Actually, this is really bad. This is really bad. Oh my god. King of the Swamp's cool, but I don't think we can do anything with it. Drag Down's okay. This is like really bad. Like I'm like in shock about how bad the repeats are in this. That's crazy.
Huh. That's the second copy of Holding Arms now. I don't know about that one. I don't even know if I can properly use this card. Wow. Okay. That's a second copy of Sangan and another copy of Commandant. Happy to see that. Oh my god. Holy shit, guys. We have another Cataclysm. Wait, am I seeing this correct? He only has 200 defense. 2 Sangan, 1 Witch. We can go like Sangan, search Witch, Witch, search Cataclysm. That's not bad. Oh, okay. We're gonna do something with Earth Fairy then.
5 Gravekeepers Oracle. Oh, I can share, I guess. Wow, that was super bad. Holy crap. That was really bad. That was probably one of, like, it had a pretty like good ceiling. This undershot, even I didn't have a high ceiling. All I wanted was a lava golem in the rare slot, and somehow was still disappointed. These are already both on the ban list. This is useless because we have it at 1. This is like, we can play 3 Sakus, but that limits our options. And we had basically 4 super rares and 1 ultra, and that is it out of 36 packs. That is some of the worst pull rate I have ever seen I think we have playsets of every common. Never mind. We don't have the H, which is supposed to be the L. We took the L, but yep, that is that. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Whatever, add a collection.
All right, guys, so we're in the last pack now. Let's see, can we get some last pack magic? We've already gotten a lot of good stuff here. Okay, so Dimensional Alchemist, Offering Doom, Soma, we have Destiny Board, Exchange of the Spirit, Remove Trap, Grenadora, Deslacuda. Okay, I don't think there's any rare in particular that I'm like crazy about, but we'll see what we get. Okay, what's the last card? A Suar Priest. Okay, we'll take it. So let's take a look at what we have here. Happy to see that we have the multiple Kelbecks. We have Mudora here, so the two best non-Ishizu related Earth Fairies, so happy to see them. Let's see what else we have here. Very happy to see that we have the Bobokus, a tribute to the Dooms, are another really good addition. Exchange the Spirit. I don't know if I'm gonna use this in particular today. I would have preferred to have access to like the Mudora, the good one at least, to see if I do something with that. What else do we got going on? Oh, Offering, that's another good one. Maybe it's like a side deck card, or maybe we add one into the main deck. We'll see. We have a decent pull for Gravekeepers. The only thing is that we never got the Necro Valley, so that makes it a bit tougher to play. We probably just used the guard today in order to make summoning a god card easier. Let's see. So out of the hollows today, the ones that I'm going to see myself potentially using are going to be the Sangan and the Cataclysm, which is kind of crazy. We got two of each. Holding Arms, maybe we'll try it out. Don't hold your breath though. I don't think it's that likely we use it, but maybe we'll see. And yeah, as a whole, I'm pretty happy with this. I'll see what I can do with god cards at least, but yeah, that's the hope for today. We'll see.
All right, and we're here at the deck builder, and we actually had a little turn of events here. So we were supposed to be playing what we wanted to play, of course. What did we want to play? We wanted to get a win, so we're going to be doing Stall Burn. That was the initial plan. Since then, I've been talked out of doing this, and I don't blame them. This deck's pretty nasty. Yeah, it's a mean strategy. We're not playing it, okay? We're not playing it. Instead, somebody left a comment about doing a final episode using the god cards. So what we've constructed here is a Slifer deck utilizing the skill over here, Sky God Revelation. If you normal summon a level 10 monster with question attack, aka Slifer, each player gets to draw until they have 6 cards in their hand, so it's quite a bit of cards. Nonetheless, if we do that, we're able to get a lot of our one-ofs here, like our back removal, because we're going to be wanting to swing for game with this guy. So a lot of that requires, you know, monster removal and things like that. If we somehow have more summons available to us, we're able to special summon maybe any of these monsters, which are pretty good. Granmole is good for bouncing those monsters. That's a form of removal, so we can attack directly. We have a couple stall cards here like Waboku and Metal Reflect Slime. Technically, we don't really need 2 Metal Reflect Slimes, so we're going to just keep it at 1 copy because this is searchable and can summon from deck, graveyard, and hand. So Metal Reflect Slime is always online. You only need 1 copy of it. So we've opted in for the Shield Crush here. So if we do draw our 6, we're able to pop a defense position monster. And yeah, and then the rest of the deck is basically just stalling out, and then we have a couple cards that can summon themselves like Zoma. So that is also quite nice. We'll throw in a third one in here just because why not? But yeah, basically just the deck is we're going to be using Slifer here. We're going to be using the Sky God Revelation. We're going to be drawing 6, hopefully digging in deep for cards like Shield Crush, Night Beam, Anti-Magic Arrows, Cosmic Cyclone, Mystical Space Typhoon. Traps are like obviously nice and everything, but not necessarily needed. Cards like Grand Mole or Rat would be cool for follow-up and doing more stuff there. But since they're drawing 6, you kind of want to kill them. So cards like Shield Crush are going to be quite nice to see in the deck. Maybe cutting 1 Zoma is a good idea because of that. So we are able to hit this more often than not. And we do have quite a bit of traps still for the Canadia. So we are also playing Waken the Dragon for our Waken the Dragon engine over here. And then Cyber Dragon during going second turn. So we have more tribute fodder and we have more beat stick power, which is good because it's when you have Slifer, usually you're going to be just having Slifer, you know, so. Yes, that is going to be the deck, and let's see how we do today.
All right then, guys. So as you can see, we are playing something kind of fun for today's episode. So someone in the comments section below asked me and Bear if we could potentially run a Egyptian god fight today, and that's exactly what we're going to end up doing. So I ended up deciding that since I don't want to go ahead and repeat my Slifer deck that I did with strings, and I didn't get enough to make the raw deck work, we're gonna go with Obelisk, something that I think would be kind of fun, and it's kind of canonically canon. So we have an Ishizu Obelisk deck that I'm actually really excited to go and try out for today's episode. The whole main focus of this deck is going to revolve around using cards like the Cataclysm in order to go ahead and give us a very imposing body on field until we get access to the Obelisk the Tormentor. Unfortunately, there is no good skill for Obelisk in order to make him like searchable without playing Kaiba, and Kaiba skills are atrocious. So instead, we're going to be playing as I predicted, which is going to give us a way to go through the deck a bit faster and get access to Obelisk a lot easier, at least conceptually. If we don't get access to the Obelisk, instead we're going to be working around the Cataclysm alongside the DD Warrior Lady as like the main ways we deal with monsters Bear has. The Cataclysm and both the Warrior Lady are actually searchable via both Witch and Sengan, which is really awesome. Additionally, we have the Giant Rat in order to enable the Cataclysm. We have a bunch of the Earth Fairy monsters to trigger the Cataclysm as well. These are the two best ones I had access to. Medora gets really big, while Kelbeck is able to bounce back any monster Bear may summon. And the awesome thing about these two cards as well is the fact that I can summon them off Giant Rat as well. So there's a lot of value from that. As for the rest of the cards in the deck, we have the Galaxy Cyclones for back removal, Reborn to bring back whatever we need, Sword to give us a few turns, Avarice for a lot of consistency and longevity with the deck, Quaking, Saku for protection alongside the Woboku, Widespread Ruin, as well, and finally the Metal Reflex Slime as another big body on the field. And for the side deck, we have a few transformative cards. We have Dust Tornado in case we need more back removal, Nightmare Wheel in case Bear has way too many large monsters, and finally Tribute to the Doom in order to tribute off any problematic monster he may summon. But with that being said, super excited for today's episode, and let's hope it's a good match. All right, Bear. Final episode, buddy. Kind of crazy, huh?
A little bit, I guess.
Yeah. So yeah, as the audience can see, we have a bit of a fun episode today, and you know, I'm so happy that we had someone in the comment section below suggest that we do this, just because I'm sure Bear showed you guys, but he had something absolutely diabolical that he was about to run up with, and I'm so glad I don't have to face that, because my god. So instead, we have a bit of a fun matchup today. So you know what? I'm just excited for this, man. This should be fun. This should be good.
Instead, guys, we're going to be having fun today because Bear can't do what he wants.
Bro, no one's going to have fun with what you had planned originally. Oh my god.
Delicates would have loved that shit.
Oh god. Yeah, it was so bad, man. Oh man. All right, just get in the room.
All right.
Oh, let's do this.
The most important part of the game.
I know, right? Okay, well.
Yes, sir.
What you taking?
I'm going second.
You going second? Okay. A-okay with me. Okay. Let's see. What do I want to do here? You know what? We'll start simple here. Yeah, we'll just do that. Simple little set. Nothing too fancy here.
Nothing crazy.
Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy at all. Yeah. What we got cooking over there? Bro doesn't know his cards.
I know my cards.
Okay.
We're gonna activate the skill.
Oh, all right. Are we?
We're gonna pitch.
You're searching Slifer already. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn. All right.
Trying to see if I can get it off this turn.
A one-turn Slifer. I don't know what the hell you
No,
have.
not one turn.
Okay.
I think we're cooking next turn.
Oh, I see. All right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay.
And then we're just gonna set a couple back rows. Off to you.
Interesting. All right. So interesting predicament.
Probably should have attacked. Should have attacked with the reactor slime just to get a metal reflect on field. But that's fine.
Okay.
I don't think it matters.
So right now I'm assuming that you probably have like a Woboku set already. That's my read right now. So let's go ahead and activate my
You're
skill.
Yu-Gi-Oh, but you can't read.
True, very true. Slifer is a big boy.
Somebody's taking from my deck, I see.
Okay. Let's go ahead and activate this. I'm gonna pop that one right there.
That is... Is that worth it, actually? Now I'm thinking about it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Alright, so you're probably gonna try and summon out Slifer.
That's possible.
It is possible. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna do this. Yeah. I do that. And I'll do that. And I will end my turn.
Very goated. Very goated indeed.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, you would think that. We are going to activate Night Beam. Swap
Okay.
that.
Yeah, I already had all the back removal. It's fine.
Yeah.
I didn't have to set that, but
Guy was baiting me. Alright. So I need to get rid of these monsters. So if I have a card that targets, I'm guessing I can't do it on your defense position monster.
yeah, it really depends.
You're face down. Target 1.
Does it specify it has to be a
It
face-up
says
monster?
target 1.
Then
Doesn't
you-
specify that.
you
Just
can
says target
probably-
1.
Yeah, you can probably use it then, right?
I'm cooked if it's not. So we're redoing this shit. Bank it on you, okay?
Oh, hey, this is your reading comprehension, buddy. So
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Fucking fuck. God damn it.
A good card to use there.
Oh, god damn it, dude.
Okay, now we can search something. What do we want to search?
Oh my god.
This is a little tough now. No, it's not actually. What Zombina?
Okay. We will go battle.
Okay.
We are going to activate this.
Okay.
Put this here.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to intern.
Okay. Interesting. I think I'll activate my skill again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Man, how do I go about this now? I don't really want this. I feel like this is the this kind of sucks actually. I kind of hate the fact that you night beamed me so early.
I have ways to get those cards back too.
You probably have your own jar.
Of course not.
Uh-huh.
I like chainables. Do you like chainables? I like chainables.
I'll be fun and I'll add this.
Well, I have no idea what you're talking about, but sure.
It sucks that I had to put away my Woboku. Okay. Now I'm gonna go ahead and I don't think I have a battle phase right now.
You don't?
Yeah, no, I don't. I activated my skill. I'll set another card and I'll pass. Oh.
Okay. Okay. I think we are going to... What is Zambina's effect again? You just get your witch back?
Yeah, it special summons a level 4 lower monster from the graveyard.
Well, I was trying to read a different effect in your graveyard and it made me fucking switch that to attack, so that's awesome.
I don't know what other effect you want to read in the graveyard. There's no other effect.
Yeah, I was just checking. We will set one.
Interesting. Okay.
And end turn.
Okay. Still not committing to anything. Let's see. Do I activate my skill now? Okay. I can set up the graveyard a bit more. Yeah, I'll activate my skill again.
Mm-hmm.
How about that? Let's see. All right. Let's see. Surprised you still haven't committed to the Slifer.
I don't know what you have set.
Okay. All right. We'll end turn on that.
Okay.
Okay, giant rat, sure.
I think this deck banks on you being a little bit more aggressive than you're being.
Yeah.
What do you have? We're at 3K. tripping them off anyway.
So what's the move here?
I think I wait for you to summon your obelisk.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't really like that idea just because I won't activate my skill. I mean, I got more cards in my deck, so I'm not really in a hurry for anything right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, you know what? Maybe I do this. Maybe I flip this guy up. I don't really think wait, it's not gonna be that big actually. I'll hold off one more turn.
Mm-hmm.
We're just staring at each other right now.
Yep.
Okay. No fucking way. Come on. Hold on. There's a certain card that was printed in this set, which has me curious whether or not you have it in your collection. Which
I went through all the cards that we have, made a couple changes.
Yeah, that's what's a little concerning to me.
This deck needs you to commit.
Yeah,
I'll say that.
seems like it. All right, I'll make it a bit tempting for you to attack, I guess.
Thank you. Mucho freaking gusto.
Oh man, okay. Hold off on. All right, we're gonna enter battle. Right, I forgot. I have to skip a battle phase. Okay, well. Interesting.
We're just going rat.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so rat into Granmole. Curious. Okay. Oh. I'll activate this. I don't want to deal with mole right now.
That's fine. And you had to bait out that, you know. That's fine.
Okay. Okay. Gonna go ahead. That as well. Alright. Alright, I guess I'll make it difficult for you to summon out Slifer then. Or at least try to.
Thinking.
Thinking? What the fuck do you have?
Yeah, that's fine. I don't care.
Okay. Alright, we're gonna enter battle now.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go Zombina into the token.
That's fine. I'm just letting that go.
Okay. Alright. Kelbeck into the other one?
That's fine.
What's going on over there? And finally, Mudora for 17.
Okay.
I know you have the Metal Reflex Slime set. I know that much. I don't know what else you have.
I'm letting it go.
Okay. Alright, well, your turn now, I guess.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad. Okay. Going to set one.
Yeah.
Normal summon.
Yeah. Okay. Some of the 2 tokens. Okay.
And go end phase.
Interesting. Okay. Okay. Ah, I see. So you're already Wabokuing.
No night beam chance for you.
Yeah. In that case. Okay. So I'm conflicted right now. I can summon out my obelisk right now and pretty much summon out safely without having to worry about Slifer weakening him down. So there's that play. I think what kind of back row are you playing in this deck? And this might be a misplay, but let's go ahead and go all in.
Okay.
All right, let's go. Obelisk the Tormentor. Since
The boy is here.
the boy is here. I can't battle because you're Waboku, so your turn.
Thank you, Goat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, you're hitting that one. Kind of annoying. Sure.
Okay.
Oh, there it is. Yep. Okay, let's go ahead and draw.
All right. Let's do this.
I'm gonna activate Boku here.
Okay. Then we will set one,
Yeah.
and we will pass it on that.
Passing it now. Okay. Cool. All right. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and activate Swords of Revealing Light.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to pitch anything else at that.
Mm-hmm.
And additionally, yeah, I think I summoned this. If I enter battle, what happens to me? Thinking right now.
You're trying to clear reflex line?
Yeah, I don't think you're playing something that can out Obelisk. So I'm gonna go ahead and attack the slime.
Okay.
Okay, I was right. All right, go ahead. All right, he's back to 6K.
That boy is back.
Mm-hmm. He is. Bro, this is kind of funny because like in the anime, the god card somehow managed to stay on the field for like forever, which is kind of funny. That's the same thing going on right now.
Yeah, the way they play is very, very weird.
Yeah. You seem to be in very deep thought right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Another card set, sure. Interesting. Okay. Okay, you're ending. Hmm. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and yeah. Can activate this effect.
Send to destroy all monsters I have.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, and with that, I'll go and take Kelbeck.
Okay.
All right. Unfortunately, I can't attack the turn I activate that, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn.
Sad
And
face.
yeah, Lifer's been dealt with now. How do you go about this? You have another Boku. Yeah, we've only used 2 of them so far. Draw. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and normal summon out my giant rat.
Mm-hmm.
Enter battle.
Okay.
Alright. Yeah. Alright. Obelisk into set monster. Probably like a rat, I'm assuming. Dandy. Interesting. Let's get rid of one of those fluffy guys.
Oh god.
You've been playing real defensive.
Ah, this deck can play defense.
Yeah, I mean, seems like it. Okay. End phase.
Okay.
Zoma. Okay.
Think set this.
Okay.
Set this.
4.
And turn.
All right then. Okay. Funny thing is, if that's your only jar, I can still win via deck out against you.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So we'll go ahead and hit that one. Is that okay?
Sure, we'll chain it.
Oh. 4. Okay. Then I'm gonna go ahead and summon out my Kelbeck.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna activate the effect. Get rid of all of them.
Change the water
Of course you had it. Okay. All right. Well, in that case, I'm gonna go ahead and just pass turn, I guess.
Very epic.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very epic indeed.
Very epic indeed. Okay. You recycled the slifer. It seems like you're trying to summon it out again.
Yeah.
Seems like it's gonna be a little challenging, and I kind of feel like at this rate I'm gonna have to beat you via deck out because I cannot get a single attack in.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Try this again. Go and summon out Mudora. Getting pretty big now.
I'm good.
God damn you. Sure. All right. In that case, I'm gonna go ahead and activate Reborn. And with Reborn, ooh,
Get your Cataclysmic or your DD Warrior Lady.
that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, those seem like the best options. I could also go Zombina, so Zombina can go into something else if you manage to get damage, but that doesn't seem likely at all. But then again, with the Cataclysm, if you happen to have another Zoma, that's a bit annoying to deal with because how much damage he deals. I think the play here is DD Warrior Lady, actually. So we'll do that. Bring her out. Alright, let's enter battle. Obelisk into the mystery monster. Mother Grizzly. Okay. Oh, no target. Alright, Warrior Lady into the Canadia. No point, that shit's getting banished anyway. Alright. Your turn. So you probably have another trap card set, which is going to trigger the other Canadia in the graveyard. Aside from that, I don't know what else you have. You've ran through all 3 Wobokus. That's good, at least. I think it's so funny that I've resolved the effect of Obelisk twice now. Okay, ST. Sure, if you got any bright ideas. Oh. Okay. Can't attack anyway. Hold on, what? Can't be destroyed! Oh, shit. Okay. Widespread Ruin.
I knew I hit the wrong one. Whatever.
Oh, man. Okay, smart one.
Yep. Alright.
That game?
One way to finish the game off, yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. You're gonna give me the honors of getting my Obelisk win?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Come on, Obelisk. Obelisk for game.
Fuck you.
I hate your ass. Bro, why are you like this?
Go ahead. Feel free.
Alright, I guess I'm getting Mudora for game.
Yeah.
Ah, you suck.
We're still gonna go second.
Okay, going second still, I see. Alright, let's see. I'll go ahead, set one, and set another. Your move.
Thank you, Goat.
Do what you got. Okay, yep.
That was the right choice.
Not surprised. I was hesitant to set that, I'm not gonna lie to you. Searching it out already, interesting.
Might as well.
And the Granville in hand too. Must be nice.
That's not gonna attack.
We're not gonna activate the skill right now then. You're wide open.
There we go.
For battle.
Oh, back row though. I don't like the back row.
Okay. Move it on to you now.
Vacuum.
Wrong, buddy.
Normal summon.
Sure.
Activate.
Okay.
I don't think we're gonna Slifer yet.
I'm not like foot though. Entering battle.
Okay.
Kind of. I think I can afford to go ahead and skip my battle phase. Yeah. Okay. We'll activate this. Boku. Okay. All right. Go ahead.
Gonna have to bait out of you at some point. I could have probably put the others in attack, but no, I shouldn't have. It doesn't matter. Just trying to make it so you don't get more than 2 cards on field.
Yeah, I got it. Kind of cool. Go ahead. And I think I have to skip this battle phase, but just in case, I'm gonna enter battle. No, I can't. I can't attack a couple. Get rid of one of those tokens. All right. Slifer is an annoying card to deal with, so I'm trying to keep you away from as many monsters as possible right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yep. He's back.
Activate your battle trap. Just trying to get all of them out of you. Oh, not activating that. Alright.
Okay. Alright. Woboku again. I mean, not Woboku. Hellback. Alright. I really like the skill as I predicted. So it's a pretty cool one. Okay, no more tokens. Good. So far I know that you have a Granwell, and that's about it, all I know that from your hand.
Yeah. Here's the infamous combo. There's one. You got a second?
No. I do got this. Activate his effect. Go ahead and send a Eudora to the grave.
Okay. Yeah. I think that's fine.
Cool. Well, now I do want to get damage. Keep. I won't activate my skill. Alright, we'll set this. We'll enter battle. Let's see, what kind of battle trap do you have? Probably like a Canadian or something. Dumb like that. I'll save. Okay. So what you got? MST.
Yeah. I'll just show you what it was.
Okay. Oh, so that was a bluff. Okay, that was just a Woboku you were gonna hit. Ooh, all right. What was the hand looking like then?
Jar of Avarice, Cyber Dragon Slifer.
Okay. Yeah, so I did think that searching out the Slifer was a bit of a misplay early on.
Well, I was just trying to send the other one to the graveyard because it didn't matter.
The Waboku?
The metal. I sent the metal reflex line.
Oh,
to the
I would have
graveyard.
kept.
It didn't matter.
So okay. Typically the way that skill is used, or any searcher skill is used, is you kind of just save it until you're able to make full use of that monster. And I typically would only activate it if the monster has a graveyard effect or something like that. So I typically don't search out the god card until, you know, I could make it. I feel like you would have benefited from having a metal reflex line there just to protect your life points.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
But yeah,
That was a fair assessment.
dude, that
My first time playing a deck.
that's
whatever.
fair. Yeah, I get you. All right, well, it's pretty cool. We both got to summon our god cards. That was awesome. Really improved. Had a good time. How about you? Did you? You didn't get to play the deck you wanted to, which personally for me, I'm happy about. But you know, the duel one lasted way longer than I expected. I'm not gonna lie, it lasted way longer.
Yeah. I was playing. I had the same amount of defensive cards the second game, but just none of them came out except for one Waboku.
Yeah,
so
well,
it is what it is.
It is what it is. I mean, yeah, with back removal being so prevalent too. So, but cool stuff. I enjoyed both decks. I thought they were pretty cool. Did you enjoy the Power of the Earth Fairy strategy?
I don't think it's good. I think my deck is just terrible.
Okay, fuck you. Oh man. But man, dude, crazy that we're at the final episode now.
Yeah.
So I kind of wanted to talk to you about something. So what are your thoughts? Actually, I guess this is more directed towards the audience. So as you guys know, this is the final episode of the SpeedDuel Progression Series. Me and Bear are planning on eventually coming out with the season 2 variant of this series. We both enjoyed it a lot. We're hoping to fix a lot of things from the series, whether it be the composition of packs, maybe the addition of custom packs, stuff of that nature, which could be really cool to experiment with. Additionally, we could even add in little features like from CMO's iconic progression series, like the Winner's Wheel and stuff of that nature. So if any of that sounds like something you'd be interested in watching, let me know in the comment section below. Also, since this is the final episode, I was curious to see if everyone else would be interested in me and Bear just having another episode next week where we kind of bring in like our top 5 or maybe top 3 best decks we've had throughout the series, and kind of just have like a match to see who wins the most amount of like duels using those decks. So if any of that sounds like something you'd like to see, then let us know in the comment section below. There anything else you want to tell our audience while we're here? Thoughts, throughout the series, hopes for the future.
Series. Hopes for the future. My main goal is basically to just have decks that didn't really get time to shine in the regular Speed Duels format to be playable in this series. So the way to do that, it's make the strong strategies harder to get but still playable in a weaker form, and then allow the weaker strategies to be mostly all lower rarity, so you can almost play them constructed if you're doing a weaker strategy. And then the stronger strategies, if you pulled lucky enough, you are able to play it, but you're not going to be able to play a full power. That's the main goal for like opening up doing the next set. I think the introduction of some cards into Speed Duels would be really awesome. I know there's people that are very against that. I am one for experimentation and one for seeing what would work and seeing what's good. And obviously, like if we're putting in stronger cards or whatever for Speed Duels, it obviously wouldn't be till later. But there's a couple cards that, you know, that the game sort of didn't really have that aren't really that strong. Obviously, it means we're not going to be able to, if we're using this program, I'm not too sure if we're going to be able to use custom skills or not.
Right.
So there's that, but there's also stuff that was released for strategies that would make them stronger, that could still utilize the skills that this game has, that could be implemented a bit later on to make those decks a bit stronger as well.
I agree. But yeah, I did want to go ahead and piggyback off that last thing you said there about like adding custom skills. Honestly, I'm kind of curious to see if anyone in the audience knows if it's somewhat easy or plausible to program skills into Omega that are like our own custom skills. If not, then maybe me and Bear experiment with using Dueling Book if we want to add our custom skills. But
Good old reliable.
good old reliable dueling book, yeah. But if not, maybe we just add the cards into the card pool, but we'll see. There's a lot to discuss and a lot of planning that goes into season 2. I'm excited for it, nevertheless.
Yeah, but if you guys have any opinions, please do let us know. If there is a video to comment on, it is this one. Just because
Yes.
if you do like the series, it is important for us to know that and see how we can make it better, how we can change it up a bit, how we could even make it worse, whatever you guys want. But it's up to you guys. So just if you are able to leave a comment and just provide feedback on anything, literally anything, cards you'd like to see, skills or what you'd like to see, stuff you'd like at lower rarity, stuff that we didn't get to play this season that you would like to see next season that maybe we can make a bit lower rarity, etc. All of it, anything at all, just leave in the comments.
100%. Completely agree with you there. But yeah, I mean, with that, guys, this concludes the last episode of the series. But with that being said, guys, I really appreciate you guys joining us throughout this ride. And yeah, if you guys did enjoy today's video and would like to support the channel, then I would really appreciate it if you could leave a like and subscribe. With that being said, guys, we'll catch you on the next one. See you guys.
We should add we should add tier elements.
Oh, you're so dumb.